Set this shit up. Copy. I'm gonna post a bit. But I thought I was gonna know we got player of the week, man. We need for player of the week, bet need to get some fucking what's them bitches called? Some fucking not player of the week. What else shit called? When you fucking not player of the week, when you become player of the week, they should do like some fucking the attribute shit how they did last time. Anytime a person player of the week, they get an upgrade. Good old Patriots by. But them nigga got that free safety back that bit running kick time. But you can tell by whoever fucking made this fucking roster, but they don't. Them niggas the ones that playing, but these niggas big as fuck. They would do what they created, but them niggas big as fuck. Hey, them niggas big as fuck, boy. Oh God. We're gonna play preservative right now. You watching the game, fam? Bro. I'm not playing my game. Brandon takes you back yet, bro.
No, he did. Oh, I got one. See what he gonna be honest.
Breaking tackles. Wow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
Hey, Justin Herbert was on the Chargers. You heard me. I said Justin Herbert was on the Chargers.
Yeah, he did quarter stuff for that.
Why the fuck what's calling it hell in AK?
Howard shit switched it. He got two fast and wide receivers. Oh, but he's short, but he's fast.
Like how fast? They
got Jamar Chase at 95. They got Calvin Austin at 98.
Oh shit! Who you playing?
But he 5'8".
Shit, bro, still gonna be fast as fuck though.
Everybody else is going to play though. And wide receiver. Oh, who is tight end? Hayden Hurst.
But they got a lot of fucking. They fucking lead him. They watch they got a lot of fucking speed. They bit 98, 99, woo. I'm like, my God.
Oh yeah, I'm running the ball on him.
You gonna run the ball?
When he tackles, yeah.
Damn, Herbert throwing that bit auto got.
I know. I'm running the ball on him.
You gonna run the ball?
That bit. He's a 93, 93. 93.
I'm on.
Well, shit, anybody gonna really keep up with fucking Jones and Wilson? Wilson faster than all of them. And Jones, yeah. Y'all going deep on his we hit free safety this way. Ooh! Go free safety at fucking 89? Oh, he's strong safety like total.
Good intercept.
I don't play there.
So far this season, defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute.
Alright, bro, I'm in it, bit, bro. I ain't streaming though. I ain't gonna have to.
You home game or away?
Home.
Nah, you wouldn't have to
Oh, I ain't
stream.
got to stream.
Nah, you wouldn't have to anyway. Bro, why the fuck this nigga started off with his X Factor on? You heard me?
Yeah, scenario.
Oh God! Matter of fact, that's that scenario I clicked on. They were like, "Bro, we're gonna start off with this shit." I got to make sure that nigga don't get no interceptions. Whole outfit gonna get a goddamn boost, boy.
Drawing up the right route, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff. They have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go ball, go get it, big man. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I wish I could look at the game settings, but I think they got the speed threshold fucking down. Oh,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Me and Candace on good turn. I'm cutting all my hoes off. I ain't gonna count two.
what you cut them all off, nigga?
For real, bro. I can't fuck that shit up, bro.
Wow.
I like, bro. I like shit. When I been with Kate, and I had a dream, so nigga, you remember that, don't you?
Yeah.
I had a dream for let's give her a dick, bro. I was going up and shit.
What's say he had a dream when nigga give her a dick? That crazy.
Wait, see what he said already? Don't do that.
What you just did?
Already. That be arrested. I was on the running back. That be arrested. That be when it didn't look like I was alternate got there to play. Be arrested whole team. Soon as I had off. I just lunch that bit.
Herbert off the play action. Rolling to his right. Looking for the end zone.
I seen that bit.
Oh, they didn't let me. I be hating shit like that. They did not let me jump. I was down too. That's crazy.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that's our score here in this opening quarter of play. So
Not Krista calling me after 3 hours. That's crazy.
a fairly short kick from the 14. And he's able to get to the 15.
You said what, huh?
I think Joe Mixon is squad. I can't remember.
The Pats at the line.
Yeah, they be around with Joe Mixon. What you can pass South Walker? Nah, but he not going for that. Sorry.
Touchdown, New England. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
53's the mark. 53, check 53.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert has got it to Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw here, Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they'll run on the draw. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Herbert throwing again. And this is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He'll buy some time right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Chargers.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. From way up at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Patriots 28, Chargers 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this is caught and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield. And you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From way up at the 23. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
This pass finds its way to Williams. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Now it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Herbert now. is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. This one caught by Isabella. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's going to go up top again. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football from way up at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jones hit and the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. From way up at the 23.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Jones now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 44, Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Staring attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Jones throwing on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 60 yards. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. They will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. That ball complete to Isabella. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before. And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert following the turnover. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Check 26, check 26.
2nd and 10, here's Herbert once more. Ebron with it over the middle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. To the air again, Herbert. Ebron caught left side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. Going for it all. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10. Now Jones. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 36 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out of is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From way up at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he finds his target, Ebron. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.